Hello, welcome back to my channel. For those who's new to my channel, my name is Malika and welcome. So today I have a review video for you guys, and it is about the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. So if you guys want to find out what my thought on this palette, then please keep on watching. So the same as my previous first impression video, we're going to talk a little bit about the brand and about this palette, and then I'll show you how I did this look using this palette for the very first time, and then we'll do some finger swatches and then my conclusion on this palette. So first off, this is the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. This is her her second installment of this palette. Her first palette is rose gold, I believe, and this is retail for $65 at Sephora, and you get 18 eyeshadow and 4 ready to layer textures. There's 8 buttery mattes, 6 pressed pearls, 3 duochrome toppers, and 1 darling glitters. The packaging of this palette looks bomb. I would definitely just buy this palette because I love the outside packaging. Obviously it's her on the package. She is beautiful, and yeah, so that is all about this palette. Let's move on straight to the application, and then I will finish off with some swatches and my final thoughts on this product. So to be honest, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this look because I just got this palette and haven't really played around with it. So we're just going to wing this together, and I am going to try to use at least one matte shimmer and the glitter shade. So we'll see which one I decide to use. Alright, so we're going to pick up this color right here called Desert Sand, and it looks like a matte, very light peach color. And I'm applying that all over my eyelids and up to my brow as a base color. Now I'm going to go in with the color Blazing, which is this one right here in the very bottom. And then this is going to be on my crease color. And I'm just dragging the color a little down to my lower lash line, like so. And I don't know if I mentioned this to you guys before. This is my first Huda Beauty palette that I own. I did own the first one, but I didn't really like it, so I returned it twice. We're gonna go in with this color right here, Angelic. And this is the shimmer color. I'm just going to pick that up and apply that on my lids as my eyelid color. Looks like I'm having a little bit of a trouble picking up that color, at least using the brush that I have. I think I might need like a little bit of a denser brush to pick this color up. I'm not sure. I will have to experiment with this color and play around with all the eyeshadow brush that I have and just see which one works best for this color. But it's so pretty. You can see it's so beautiful, my eyelids. Alright, so now is the shimmer color. Now let's move on to some glitter. This is the most exciting part. Now I can tell you this, if these glitter are anything like its predecessor, I will not like it, because in the previous palette, was it a rose gold? I'm not sure which one, but her first palette, I find that the glitters on that palette was a little bit hard for me to work with. I feel like I need to use my finger with that palette, and I don't like to get my hand dirty while I like do my eye makeups and stuff. So it was a no-go for me, so I returned it. So we'll try to play around with this glitter, and I'm not sure which one I want to go for. Alright, so for the glitter, I'm going to try the color Renegade, and it's this one right here. And I'm just going to pick it up in a little bit of a tiny eyeshadow brush. It's a bit dense, but this is from just a random brush I got from My Glam bag, or when Ipsy used to be My Glam. So picking that up, oh my gosh, look at this, guys. See how much the product is in that brush? That is crazy. I hope there's not a lot of fallout. Okay, we're just gonna pack this color on. It looks very gritty and glittery. Okay, as you can see, there's a bunch of fallout already from this. I think it's partly because I pick up so much product on the brush when I was, I don't know. This is beautiful. What do you think? That's so pretty, right? Okay, so it does work with the, like this denser brush, like a bit dense brush. Right, so now I want to deepen my outer V a little. We're going to pick out the color OUD right here. And I'm just going to smoke out my outer V. Oh boy, there's a lot of fallout on this shadow. And I think next time I need to go a little bit light-handed picking up this color because it is extremely pigmented. And don't worry guys, I look like I have a black eye, but we will clean it up later on with some concealer. And obviously I'm going to blend it out a little. Blending out the edges, of course. Alright, lesson learned. When picking up that color next time, I should go a little bit light-handed on that one. I'm gonna go in with the color Angelic again, the very first, the second color that we used, and just use that to highlight my inner corner. Alright, let me go grab some wipes and wipe out the rest of this messiness, and I'll be right back. So to keep up with the whole Huda Beauty theme, I'm going to use one of her lashes. This is the Huda Beauty in the number 7, which called Samantha. And it is very, very dramatic lash. And like always, the glue I'm using is going to be the House of Lashes, my favorite glue of all time. So rule of thumb is, if your makeup looking a little bit crazy and you look like a hot mess, pop on some falsie and you're good to go. Like this look right here. See, it just look pulled together even though I have no clue what I was doing with this palette. So I think this is all I want to do in this eye makeup look. So I'm going to go ahead and replicate this size my eyes and finish up my face makeup. And I'll be right back to talk a little bit more about this palette and do swatches. So I'll be right back. So here's my finishing look. I went ahead and finished up the other side of my eyes, and then for the blush I'm using the blush kit from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I did use this to bronze my face a little, and then this is the blush color I use. For the lips, I am using the new Set Lip Pencil. And this is from Huda Beauty also. So yeah, so that is what I'm wearing on me. And I do have Huda Beauty lashes. I'm going all Huda Beauty crazy in this look. Anyway, I do want to mention that finishing up this eye is a little bit easier than this eye because I know how the shadow works. So I didn't go crazy on the dark color. So there wasn't a lot of fallout on this side, and I did really just slightly tap on the color, and the same thing with the glitters and stuff. I do find that the glitter was a little bit easier with finger instead of brush, but yeah, I learned from my mistake from doing this size, and then this side was a lot easier to achieve. So that being said, let's go straight to swatches, and let me take off my jacket so I can do swatches for you guys. I have my arms ready to swatches. Put that jacket back there. Okay, so we'll do the top row first. Here are the first 6 colors. So this one is a desert sand, musk. Musk kind of blend into my skin a little. And then we have the Eden, amber, blood moon, and OUD or Ode, whatever. Now let's move on to the next row. I'm going to try to do it right here. Celestial, Nefertiti, Twilight, and Amethyst, and Royal. Right. So we have Celestial, so beautiful. And then we have Nefertiti. And then this one is Twilight. Twilight is so pretty. And then this one is Amethyst. Didn't really show up that well, but the color is there. And then this one is Royal. Royal is freaking beautiful. And then this last color is Retrograde. And it is a beautiful glittery shadow right here. And I think this color would layer grades on the top of other shadows. Right, so that is the 6. Now let's do the last 6 color. Cashmere, Angelic, Casino is straight up glitter. Whew, chunk of glitter just fall out. And then Turkish Delight. And then this one is Saffron. Saffron. Okay. So, Cashmere. And then Angelic. Really remind me a lot of the color or the peachy color from the peach Too Faced Peach palette. And then this one is just that straight up glitter, and it is the, ooh, didn't do good, Cosmo. You can see it, it's like, nah, I'm not happy about this color. Alright, so this one is Turkish Delight. And then this one is Saffron. It's alright. It's a little bit chalky. And then the last color we have here is Blazing. Right there. Right, so here are the color all together. So one thing I do want to mention about these matte shades from this palette compared to Tarte and Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, these are really chalky. In my opinion, I didn't really care how it is, like texture wise, when I do the finger swatches. Now it's applied just fine, like I said, in terms of the like using makeup brush. There is definitely a lot more fallout because it was more powdery. That way it's just so dry. I feel like they could, or she could have just make it a little bit more like buttery soft. And the shimmer or the pearl shade in this palette, they are gorgeous. They are so beautiful. They swatch so nice. And then we move on to the glitter Cosmo. That is a no-no for me. That is one bad apple in this whole palette. Does not work at all. Super chunky, hard to work with even with finger, and obviously it's straight up glitter in my opinion. Now if you have like glitter glue, maybe you can make it work, but I don't know, I feel like they're just too messy for me in my opinion, so that is a no-go for me. So in terms of shades, I think I do love the most those duochromes and those pearl shade, and I'm not absolutely in love with the matte formula, but the shades are beautiful. Some of these are more chalkier than the other, and some might be harder to blend. Now I did went online and saw that this palette get almost 5-star review on Sephora, which is really surprising to me because everyone say, oh, they really love this palette. And then I flipped through, and then there was like a few people that has the same issue like I have in terms of the chalkiness and pigmentation of the matte shades, and they say they don't understand why people giving this almost 5-star every single review. Now, I would necessarily not giving this 5-star at all. Now, I think I would give this maybe a 3-star just because there is some gorgeous shade in there, and in terms of color arrangement, they are beautiful, but in terms of the formula wise compared to Tarte, which I got spoiled by the way with Tarte shadows, they're not that soft to touch. I mean, obviously you're supposed to apply eyeshadows with your makeup brush, not with your finger, but God forbid, what if I forgot my makeup brush and want to use my finger? You know, it's just very gritty in my opinion. I just don't really like that. As for me, I don't think I will be returning this palette in particular just because I did purchase this at a 20% off. I did purchase this during the Rouge VIB sale. I think I love the pearl shade or the duochrome shades enough to want to keep this palette. And like I said, I'm not in love with the matte shade, but I think I could I could work with it. And I absolutely hate the glitter shade. So yeah, if you are a big fan of Tartelette or the ABH palette, then you will not like this palette in terms of formula. So I would say stay away from this palette, but if you have money to splurge and keep it in your collection, then you have my blessing. But yeah, that is all for this review, guys. I hope you guys enjoy this review, and I do know that a lot of people were giving this palette itself a 5-star review, and I'm not bashing this palette in particular or Huda Beauty, but it wasn't a palette for me. But if it is a palette for you, then please let me know, because I would love to talk to some of you who are actually in love with this palette and see if you can show me a trick or two and how I can use those matte shade or the glitter shades, you know. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video till the end, and like always, if you like this video, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, of course, and follow me on Instagram at Simply Sylvan, and be on the lookout because it is holiday season and I am in the spirit of giving, so I'll be doing some fun giveaway very soon, so you do want to follow me on Instagram. But yeah, I shall see you in my next video. Bye! Mwah!